Hey, welcome back. This is episode 2 of me fumbling through how to do this e-learning thing with Storyboard. If you're joining us from last time, it's how to play rock, paper, scissors, the e-learning version. And I left off last time by kind of setting up my little, I don't want to say it's a storyboard, but it's more of an outline. It's not quite a storyboard yet. And I have this website that I said I was going to peruse, and I did a little bit, but honestly, I didn't do as much as I should have off camera, and I've been putting off getting back into this video for a couple of reasons. I've been in production of a stage show. The semester started at my college, where I am an instructional designer, so things were kind of crazy, but I know that I need to keep these videos short and sweet, and there's not much editing going on, so I might as well just jump right back into this. So I like this WikiHow site for how to play rock, paper, scissors, and there are some things that I think I'm going to skip over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to really shrink up the visual portion of this because I have no idea what this looks like yet, and I don't really care at the moment. I'm really more into the content phase right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do a lot of copying and pasting initially. I say that because I am not a fan of copying and pasting and plagiarizing, but I do need something to start with that I can paraphrase later or write in my own words. So this is going to be a copy-paste dump, but I don't want anyone to think that I am a plagiarist, so it is a temporary measure to get some information on paper. I always kind of live by the rule that I'd much rather chip away at the marble that's already there than stare at nothing and hope that I can build something out of just emptiness. So, here's what we do. Let's go ahead and go through these steps and see which ones are relevant. Think of an issue that needs to be settled. So, I don't necessarily think that this needs to be built into the instructions on how to play rock, paper, scissors. I like that it's here as like, hey, let's fight over this last slice of pizza. But in terms of just like, here are the rules and here's how to play, don't really need it. Face off against another person. 2 players standing to face one another. I think I like the 2 players bit. So let's do the 2 players bit. There need to be 2 players. I want to paste this without formatting. Place one hand flat out in front of you and palm up. Place your other hand used. Okay, I'll take this. Copy. Let's paste that without formatting. Let's get back down here. Let's see. Countdown to make your play. This is probably one that I'm going to need a lot of. Agree on a cue that you'll use to match shapes with your opponent. The majority of games, the players throw their shape on the count of 3. Sometimes by reciting, you know what, let's go ahead and snag this part. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm definitely going to need a way to figure out some sort of slide for differentiating, because I don't know if you're a rock, paper, scissors person or a rock, paper, scissors, shoot person, but that's definitely something that needs to be established. So there might be a section for like setup or agreement or something like that. On the word shoot. Okay, so they've talked about both of these things here. I kind of like the closed hands on the palm countdown thing. Be sure that you're on the same page as far as timing your plays. This is all good information, and I want this in my course. I just need to make sure how to bring it to life. I like this video too. I'm not sure how I'm going to recreate this yet, but I definitely think I'm going to do something similar to this. It's meant to be sort of low budget and quick, so I don't know if I'm actually going to do video. I might. I think animation is out of the question, just because I'm not a fantastic animator. So anyway, let's keep moving. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space here. Play one of the 3 objects against your opponent. When it's time to play, you and your opponent will for either rock, paper, scissors. You'll then name a winner based on the object they played. I do like this one. This is a pretty important step. So I've skipped a few things. You know what? I don't need this bottom one. Don't play the same object every time. Switch it up. That's more of a tip, which there might be a section for, but for the sake of like rapid development, I'm not gonna do it. Determine the winner. I like this. I really like this visual too. Really, really good stuff. Determine the winner after you've both played an object. Look to see who's won. Yes, yes, yes. It explains what's going on. I think some animation might be good here. Maybe even just some iconography. But right now I'm just like brainstorming ideas. If both players for the you like my gibberish, that's going to be really hard to make subtitles for. Loser of the game has the right to call for best 2 out of 3. I think that's more of another That's a rules setup thing. So I'm going to drop this here. Countdown. You can also count by saying rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I'm going to put this here. The loser of the game has the right to call for this. I'm going to put this here, and hopefully I'm going to highlight this a different color now, because I am going to highlight all of these in a bit to signal myself that these are plagiarized and need to be rewritten. So I'm going to do that with yellow, but I kind of want that blue to tell me that there's going to be a different section for rules or pre-game setup. I never thought that rock, paper, scissors had as much pre-game setup as it does, but I mean, that's kind of the point of training, is because you didn't think things would be as hard. Let's see, choose which item to throw. Ball your hand up into a fist. I kind of like this. I think I just want this first bit. Rock beats scissors but loses to paper, because that's kind of redundant. We have that somewhere else already. I like the idea of telling someone how to play rock. More tips that I don't need. Play paper. Throw paper by extending your palm. Paper wins against rock but loses against scissors. We'll have a section for what wins against what and loses against what. We don't need redundant information, but I do like these tips on how to form the shapes. So these are going in. Playing the game in various situations, use a game to settle disputes. Great. This is the why I would play rock, paper, scissors. I might throw this in the beginning. I'm not going to do it now. I think my content is probably what I should focus on here. Because I do think an introduction and some objectives are good, and I think the why is important, especially for adults. But it's one of those things where if I'm here in the first place, do I really need the why? Not sure. Something to think about. Determine an order for doing something. Yes, yes, yes. Enter a tournament. Okay, that's a little off the wall. And play for fun. Great. I do like that if there are 3 friends, how do we play? If there's a tie between the 2 winners. But, that's not part of the main content. That's just part of the, that's something additional and afterwards. So now I have something here, and the video's creeping up on 8 minutes almost. And I'm not a big fan of double-digit minute videos. Like, once it passes 10, I'm not a fan of watching videos longer than 10 minutes. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. So to recap, we went through the rules. We got some stuff to start with. I'm going to highlight all of this stuff yellow because it's plagiarized and I need to rewrite it. So maybe next episode, I'm going to jump in and rewrite this content. It looks pretty good so far. Ish. It's something on a page, and really that's my biggest hurdle, is getting something down on the page so I have something to work with. Otherwise, I'm just going to stare at this blank document. And that's actually why I'm recording this video today. It's been like weeks since I've picked up this project, and I had a meeting canceled this morning, so I knew if I didn't get into it now, I'd just keep putting it off. So thanks for bearing with me on this short, quick update on my rock, paper, scissors project, and I'll see you in the next one.